Hey guys, welcome back. Ed here. Part two of our brand new build. We are building the Tamiya kit in 1/350th scale, the British battleship King George V. And on this video, we are tackling the hull, and we're going to get that completed. So let's go ahead and get right on into it. Guys, welcome back to Muddles and Beer. Alright guys, I got her shot down with primer. Got all the portholes sanded, and everything's primed, ready for paint. So we're going to go ahead and start with the hull red. And cool thing about this kit here, and I'm going to see if we can't make it show. Yeah, there it is. It actually has an indication of the water line. You can kind of see that there. It's very vague, and if we apply too much paint, we're going to lose that. But we do get it, like I said, an indication of where that water line should exist. So that takes out all the guessing on this, and it on both sides it's got that. I can't make it show it, of course, but there, well, you can kind of see it. So I had to be really careful with the primer coat that I did not go too heavy, and otherwise I would have lost that line. So like I said in the previous video, I have a bottle left of the hull red that I used on my Arizona. This is a full bottle. It's a Tamiya XF9. In the event that you're building this and want to use what I'm using, I'm doing a paint call out as I go along with this build. So yeah, Tamiya XF9 hull red. So let's go ahead and get the airbrush out, and we're going to go ahead and shoot this hull red. I'm going to shoot it up to right around to where the water line's going to go. I don't need any masking at this point because a little spray going into that's not going to matter because it's going to be covered up in flat black. So, all right, guys, let me go ahead and shoot this, and I will be right back. All right, there we have it. Hull red is applied. Came out very nice. And let me just give you a quick view. I did end up with one little battle scar right here, but that falls into where the green gray is going to fall over, so that'll get covered right over, so that's no concerns. I did apply a acrylic clear sealer on here for the simple reason so that the paint doesn't pull this off. This is acrylic paint, and it doesn't take much, as you can see here with this little battle scar, to make marks. So I don't want to be pulling up any paint. So I did apply 2 or 3 coats of acrylic sealer on here, and that should help, give us an extra barrier between the tape and the paint when we come to do our water line and our green gray that we're going to be doing up top here. So let's go ahead now, guys. Let's do our green gray, and then as a final step, we'll do our flat black water line. So let's go ahead and get into that. And whoops, let me turn this over here. And just for a quick note, in case you're following this build and you're wanting to know what colors I am using, this is Vallejo green gray. And yeah, so let's go ahead and get that shot on here. I'm going to get a masking on here. I'm going to mask down below the water line so we don't get a lot of overspray on there. It's time to start concentrating and getting sharp lines. So I will be right back. Okay guys, here we go. We got the, what is this? The light green gray applied, and came out very nice, nice and sharp line. There we go. And for somehow, I'm not sure how it happened because I had everything taped up, but where's my pointer? For some reason, I got gray. Where are we at? Right on that guy. Right there. How did that gray get in there? I had all that taped up tight. Damn it, Jim. I'm a model builder, not a scientist. All right, there we have it. Yeah, we'll get that fixed. That is no big deal. I'll just add a little bit of that whole red to the airbrush and we'll puff that on there and that will be gone. So that's where we're at now. We got our green gray on. We have a dark gray we need to apply now, and so we're going to go ahead, let's get that on there. I got my Tester's window maker that we're going to be using for the drilled out portholes, but we'll do that as a final step. And then the only thing we have left, well, like I said, is that dark gray, and then we got our flat black waterline, and our hull is completed until our decking and our gets here from overseas, so we might be at a standstill for a couple of weeks, so we'll see how that plays out. So let's go ahead and get that dark gray put on, and I'll be right back. Okay, got the dark gray in place, and I got the camera too close, but let me just kind of scan it. There we go. And let me get the other side here. All right, so now all we got left to do for the hull, other than putting props and rudders and all that good stuff I'm talking about as far as paints go, we have our matte black waterline. And let me see if I can get this in camera view here. I do still have the indication for the waterline. Kind of make it out there. A little too much paint, we would have lost that, so that's the only reason I'm pointing that out, which is not any big deal. We still could have figured out where it goes, and I'm not really picking it up on camera, but it is there. It is very, very vague. So yeah, anyways, let's go ahead. I'm going to remask, and I did put another coat of acrylic clear on here, matte, simply to protect the underlayers of paint from the tape. So I've been kind of doing that after each paint. I've been putting another layer of the matte sealer on there just to help protect the paint, because I've had bad experiences in the past where I have used my paint or my tape, and when I went to remove it, it pulled that paint along with it. So I did put a matte acrylic sealer down. So there we have it. So let's go ahead. I'm going to mask out this water line. We're going to get out some flat black. We're going to shoot that, and I will be right back. Alright guys, jumped ahead just a little bit on this hole. I didn't film every step simply because it's basic steps, and I want to try to keep these videos in this series around 20 minutes, 30 minutes at max. But basically we are about 95% done with the hull, and I jumped ahead. I got the anchors on. Let me get some lighting over here. We got the anchors. There we go. I do have the testers, the window maker inside of the portholes, which you're not going to be able to see that for sure. And here's the other side. Oh, my lighting is terrible here. Let's try this again. Here we go. That's too much light. And I did get the propellers and shafts on. I did not put the rudder on. I'm going to hold off on doing that simply because it's going to stick down lower than the hull itself, and I just know it's going to get broke off. So that'll be one of the final steps that we do, is getting that rudder on there. This kit did not come with metal shafts. They're simply plastic, but I painted them up with a nice tester silver, and they came out nice. And then I used where's it at? Hang on a second. I used a Testors, what color is that? Metal gold. Testors metal gold. So there we go. And the silver was just the Testors silver. Can't see the name on it. Anyways, guys, there we have it. There's our hull. I am going to weather this ship up a little bit. The Arizona, I kind of left it as it was, but I want to weather this one up. So I am going to be doing some rust, from the anchors, maybe from some of these portholes and things like that. But we'll do that in another step. So I'm going to call the hull complete. Great news. I got an email. My overseas parts are already sitting in New York. So they, like I said, every time I've ordered something from, China or wherever, it's taken, 3 weeks at best. A little over a week since I ordered that, so that's great. I got the deck coming. I got the barrels for the turrets coming, and I got some Edwards photo etch coming. I received some already. got this is there's two sprues in this one, photo etch parts. And then I got cranes and railings here. And I got some photo etch coming for the lifeboats, so that should be arriving soon. And yeah, so things are coming together. It looks like we'll be able to chomp right into this thing. So I'm going to take a couple of days break until those things get here, and then I'll put up another video. So guys, thanks for watching. I will see you on the next video. Bye-bye.